Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up. But first, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard and his hard-working crew taking care of our everyday comfort needs. Well, first of all, we're glad you're with us this morning. Sometimes we sort of get preempted by other things. The corporate office sort of just preempts us, so we don't have any control over it. But glad you're with us this morning. Okay, let's move on. The high today is actually 77, low 60. Water temperature at the end of the pier brought to us by Alco Electric in Lynn Haven, looking right at 66 degrees. Moving on to our river reading, brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. The river's in pretty good shape. If you like high water, over at Bluntstown is reading right now, right around 12 foot. About a level on off, and we just see how much what it's going to do for the rest of the week and for this weekend. The Choctaw Caraville is right at about 6 foot, pretty level right there. So not a lot going on the Choctaw Hatchet as far as going up and down. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. We have a high tide this morning, right after lunch at 12:56 and a low tide at 12:37. We're looking at the wind, seasonal wind, southeast at about 10 to 20. That's seasonal for March, okay? We're going to take a quick break. We've got some guests here in the studio, so we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, and welcome to our special guest this morning. I want to welcome Donnie Chapman to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Coach.
Good to have you. I've known Donnie a long time, and we go way back. A retired state trooper.
Yes, sir.
How many years?
31 and a half.
31 and a half years. We got to get back on the show one day to talk about some of his war stories about being a state trooper. But we've gone to church together for a very long time, and he's done some really remarkable things working with the young people and starting some clay shooting and all. And I followed him the last couple of years. He's fought hard to get these kids a shooting team, and I just want to let you tell the folks about. And we've got a couple of kids going to come on later at the end of the show, before the end of the show, and talk about shooting some targets and all. So,
yes, sir.
Donnie, go ahead.
Well, I do coach the North Bayhaven clay team, and we have the Bayhaven campus as well as the middle school campus and elementary. So we've got kids that can start in the 5th grade as long as they can handle a gun all the way up to graduation. And we also this year opened up the team to other schools or other kids from other schools to join us, similar to like football programs and what have you for homeschool kids. Okay. And the team was started by our friend Waylon Thompson back in 2001 at North Bayhaven. Yep. And Waylon coached it up to his son graduated, and then Mike Guy took over for a short time. Mike's game warden, you probably know Mike. And
yes.
He done a good job, but his schedule got to where it was passed on to me, so I've had it now for a couple of years.
Okay, so I know y'all done a great job. You get a good turnout, and it's a lot of fun.
Yes, sir, it is. The kids have a great time. They make it possible, they make it happen, and their interest in it. And it's something, that's open to kids that don't play football and baseball. They can still participate in a sport. We have, like I said, from 5th grade on up, as long as they can safely handle the shotguns, and we can accommodate them.
Okay, we got a couple of pictures here. This is tell us about this picture here. This is out. Where are they shooting now?
This was last year at this was in Jacksonville at the Florida State Shooting Championship. This is sponsored by SCTP. Wow. Okay. And that was our crew that shot.
Okay.
These 4 athletes participated in that tournament, and by the way, statewide we ended up taking 3rd place in what they call the mixed division. Okay. Which we had seniors and juniors shooting in it. Okay. So.
What I know you have a lot of people to thank today. I know it's not a one-man job. You have a lot of folks. Who all do you want to thank?
Well, our sponsors, Waylon Thompson for starting it, and he still continues to sponsor the team every year.
Manuel Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Yep. They're good.
Yes, sir. Waylon's good with it. Also, Perry and Young sponsor us. Okay. Dr. Gibson that's a local ENT. He's one of our sponsors. Farrell Insurance in Lynn Haven, Southern Elite Plumbing.
Okay.
Yorkie, Roman Empire Yorkies here in town.
That's a good group.
All help sponsors, yes.
Okay. What, you know, like you say, all the kids are not going to be able to play soccer and travel baseball and football and all, but this fills a great niche. The
Yes,
thing
sir.
about this, you know, they can't play football for the rest of their lives, but they can go over there and shoot a gun and then shoot at targets as long as they can.
Yes, sir.
And that's the beauty of a sport like this. And I just admire that. What's your biggest, you know, trying to coach them and travel, what's your biggest challenge?
There really is none. It runs automatically once we get it started.
That's cool.
The athletes all know that when we shoot on Saturday mornings, usually at the range, 6 or 7 in the fall, and then 6 or 7 meets in the spring. And
Okay.
we got to dodge holidays and weather, and but they know when they show up how we sign up, and coach takes a team of 3 to 5 athletes, and we start at different stations, so
Yeah.
we try not to clog up the whole range that morning, just
Okay.
half of it at a time, and we spend a couple hours, and then everybody shakes hands and goes home.
Oh, that's awesome. And like I say, you have a spring season and a fall season, so you have like 2 seasons?
Yes, sir.
And 5 to 6 meets in each season, basically?
Usually 6 to 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah. 6 is required, and I always have a makeup day or 2. And
Yeah.
like a weekend before last, we got rained out. Little water don't hurt us. Kids and guns are waterproof, but
Yeah.
thunder and lightning we dodge.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can appreciate that. We'll talk about that on the show. What about when you are traveling? You just load up in vans and cars? Or?
Well, the SCTP has teams scattered all over the country.
Okay.
And usually there's anywhere between 20 and 24,000 kids signed up for the year. And some play football and can't make the shoot, so they don't participate in fall, but they will in the spring, and vice versa.
Yeah. That's cool.
And our school, we put on for our kids the 6 or 7 in the spring and in the fall. And then there's tournaments from local teams like Dothan or Chipley that will sponsor, and tournaments, and we'll participate in those. And then the parents will just travel to wherever the tournaments are and shoot and come home.
Okay, so we have it at North Bay Haven now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and we're going to get it where next year? Or
Miss
hopefully?
Debbie Whitaker is the director at the Collegiate High School, the FSU Collegiate High School here in Panama City.
Right.
And she has worked for a year, and hopefully in the fall, the team for them will start.
It can happen.
So we'll have 2 in the county.
Be awesome. Okay.
And then Dane Clark from FSU wants to start one for the collegiate kids at FSU, and
That's
also invite the Gulf Coast State College kids. And he's got the feelers out now to find out how much interest we have in the team.
That'd be great.
And hopefully we'll have another team.
So all our Panhandle viewing areas, if they want to get in their schools, how could they do it real quick? What would they do?
They can contact me,
Okay.
or and I'll be glad to direct them. Or they can log on to the internet to the My SCTP webpage,
Okay.
and it has all the instructions for starting a team.
Okay.
And they're the ones with the insurance and the back end. So
Awesome. It can be done. Here's the living
sir.
proof right here. It can be done. And
Yes,
Donnie, I want to just thank you for doing all this for the young people. I know it's a lot of work. I know it goes back to Wayland, and you just kept it going. But
Yes, sir.
getting it in another school now, we have 2 in the county, Bay County.
yes,
I'm
sir.
proud
We'll
of you.
have 2 come fall.
Well, thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Come back with some about shooting students. Okay, welcome back, and we got a couple of our guests here that are actually on the clay shooting team, Landon Martin and Caroline Dowell. Glad to have y'all.
Glad to be here.
Y'all excited?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, tell us about your journey on how you ended up on the shooting team, and what grade are you in now? So, Caroline, we'll start with you.
So I'm a senior right now, North Bay Haven. I started on the clay shooting team 8th grade year whenever they first started it, and I've been there the whole time with it.
So you've been here like since the 8th grade.
Yeah, so.
Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, sir. I fell in love with it.
Oh, cool. Okay, Landon?
I'm a 9th grade freshman, not at North Bay Haven, but I go to the collegiate school, which is connected to the North Star Church on 77, I believe. But I joined the team during 6th grade. I just left Deer Point Elementary, and I went to North Bay Haven, and that was one of the new clothes, and I loved hunting and I loved fishing, so this is something I probably would like to see or like to join and spend time doing. So I think I joined for Mr. Whalen's last year as the coach, but it was something that I actually enjoyed, something that I think I would love to do for the rest of my years, or the rest of my years of school to the end of high school, so yeah.
So I know, and Mr. Chapman is what relation to you?
He is my grandfather.
He's your granddad. So this is great, and I know I've been keeping up with you. Actually, when Waylon Thompson was doing, I went up there and filmed a show or two, and I was so excited. You remember that?
Yes, sir, I do.
I remember you were a little girl. So, what are some of the things that you actually enjoy about this sport? So, Caroline, what?
Well, it's not your typical sport, obviously. I grew up shooting guns. My family's always been big into it, and so that was something that was the big thing for me. One, and then two, it's just it's more challenging than people realize. It's not as easy as just pointing and shooting. So there's a lot of different aspects to it, and it's something you can do for the rest of your life.
It's right. They don't come up in just one way, do they? They come up all over the place. That's the interesting and challenging part. And so, what about you? What brings you the excitement and all about it?
I'm kind of similar with like Caroline. I like the different aspects of it. It's a lot different than lots of other sports, and it involves a lot more strategic thinking in mind. And there's different types of it too. You don't have to just do sporting clays, which is what we do. The one thing I really like about it is we sometimes go out of state, and to Northern Alabama, they have a team up there, and we also go to Jacksonville, like you saw in the pictures earlier. It was really, really fun to visit those places and the different types of stuff they have there. Yeah. Especially in Ravenwood, they have one of the best courses I've ever seen. It was excellent up there. The weather conditions were perfect, and it was a great spot to hang out with friends and just have fun there. And the tournaments they host, it was really fun as well, and to meet other teams, not just here, but across all of Florida.
That's interesting. You're saying they have different ways of different things of shooting, all different courses set up and all. That makes it challenging. Sort of like when you're playing golf, you go to different courses and have different ones, but you still want to try to get the ball in the hole. And same thing, you want to make sure you hit the target, right? So, well, what are some different things in other places that you've seen compared to here?
Well, I've shot at ranges all across the South. I've come into some that are really cool. They use trampolines to bounce some of the clays.
No way!
Like skip some clays off the trampolines and stuff.
No.
We'll shoot on a dock over the water. There's just some really cool stuff that they're able to do that you wouldn't really expect, but it makes for good shooting. So.
I'll probably send a little video next time you want on a trampoline and see that. Send me some video. I want to show that because I don't think I've ever seen that. Tell us about the gun y'all shoot. What kind of gun y'all shoot?
So I shoot a Browning 7. Wow.
Browning, whatever.
Browning Satori.
Okay.
My brain is blanking right now, but it's a 12 gauge.
Okay, 12 gauge. Okay, Landon, what about?
I'm one of the Browning competitive people, but I shoot a 686 Silver Pigeon by Beretta, 12 gauge, over and under. Okay. I like it. It's really neat. It's something that fits me well. It's one of the guns that's stock that actually fits me. Other guns, you usually have to like move it away, have to add a shim kit to it or something to make it make the stock bend in your way, or even have one that has an adjustable stock just to like get it to adjust to you. That one doesn't, and it fits me perfectly, so I don't have to tinker it in any way. So yeah, cool. I love mine.
And what size is it? Size shot? Is it a 8-9 shot or something?
We usually shoot 8 shot is like the regular loads.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's good. Well, when you do y'all practice? How do you individually? I guess not as a team. You practice ahead of time and all. Do you do much practice on shooting, or just on weekends and all?
Sometimes, so especially in our off season and during the summer. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get out there, but we do try to practice on our own.
I guess you always got ear protection. I know when I went out there before, y'all were really good about that. Really good about that. Now, you're a senior this year, right?
Yes,
and you're
a freshman, sir.
A freshman, okay. So this is here. We're in March and all. So has the spring season started, or have you started already?
Yes, sir. It's already started.
Where are y'all as far as the season is going now? How far along are you?
We're the first week because I think my grandfather said earlier we had a rainy day, which we don't really care about the rain. It's just the lightning and thunder, which kind of scared us off.
Yeah.
So this, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, because we don't like our athletes to go on like breaks or shoot on breaks. It just kind of like defeats the whole purpose of a break. So next Saturday, we will be shooting again for our second week out of the 6.
And our shooting range out here is really nice to have one local, isn't it?
Yes.
FWC runs it and all, and is that one of your favorite places to go shooting, your home range, or have you found some other places?
I think we're a little biased because, of course, it is our home range.
It's supposed to be.
Our range does have really good traps. I like that they change them around a lot.
Yeah.
I will say obviously, some other places do have some really cool setups, but ours does too.
You brought up a good point. They do change them around. It's always, that's what's so cool about it. Okay, we're going to take a final break, come back with our students. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. Here we're Landon and Caroline. Before we get back to them, let's take a quick look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. How about 3:18 to 5:18 this evening, 3:42 to 5:42. I don't guess y'all need any shooting times yourself, do you? Just when you get out there to shoot. So, all right, we're going to show some pictures that Donnie sent us last night. So let's show this one first. Let's talk about this one right here. It don't look like you see anything. I'm going to zoom in. What's going on here?
So that is actually someone breaking 2 clays at once.
In one shot?
In one shot.
Was that you, Landon?
No, that was our friend Braden. He is a little bit older than us, so he's not participating now. But
that's pretty strong. 2 and 1. That is good. Okay, let's move on to, let's see. What about this one?
So that was the FSU shoot that they put on a year or 2 ago.
Uh-huh. Good deal. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see, Donnie mentioned this one. This was over there. And I bet this is the group right here.
That was our group that shot at the state tournament last year.
And how'd y'all do in state?
We placed 3rd in the mixed division.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all posing now for the camera, right?
Yes,
I like that. Okay.
That was one of our teams. I think we were just shooting that day.
Okay.
That was the seniors from this year.
The seniors, okay.
Yeah,
and then I love your shirts. You have them on here. Tell us about the shirts. Sea Haven. Is that the name of the team? Or?
Yes, so since we have both Bay Haven and North Bay Haven students on our team, we're just a Haven Clay team.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
That was just someone shooting. I think that was me shooting.
That's you shooting?
Yes, sir.
All right, it's good form. You got a little lean into it. All right.
There's me shooting right there as well. That's my silver pitching I was mentioning earlier.
That's cool. That's fun, isn't it? Just, okay.
That was one of our other girls on the team. She was shooting at something right there.
This is out of our range, correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, Bay County shooting range. Okay. And
that was another team. We have multiple different teams while we're out there, so.
Right. And you got a mark, this is like hole number 16, this is station number 16.
Yes.
How many stations we have out there now?
18.
18, just like a golf course. I love it. And
that's one of our younger kids, actually. We've gotten a lot of newer, younger kids lately, which is good for the future of the team.
Awesome. Okay, there's a close-up of them right there. And that was it. We just showed that one to see. Now, while we, I want to get to this one here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. I just want to mention high school. This is a Time magazine article 2 years ago about high school shooting teams that were popular in the U.S. All right, but Caroline, tell us about this one right here.
So I am committed to the clay target team at Warner University. I will start there next fall.
Whoa.
I'm really excited about it. I can't wait.
You're going to actually have a signing ceremony on April the 4th,
Yes,
okay?
sir.
At North Bay Haven Media Center. Just like the big football players and baseball players, we're going to sign one to the shooting team at Warner University. Where are they located?
That's in Central Florida.
Yeah.
It's about 30, 45 minutes outside of Lakeland.
Well, congratulations.
Thank
We're
you.
very proud of you. You may be our first one we sent out of Bay County, but isn't that a great opportunity to do something like this? And what are you going to major in college?
Major in communications.
Okay, so here, you can take over Panhandle Outdoors and talk about that, or come on and be my guest host. I'm always looking for a guest host. And now, Landon, I know you're young, just a ninth grader, but what's your plans later?
I want to get all my math classes done, specifically ones like pre-calc and trig, and get all of them done, and especially physics, and I want to major in mechanical engineering. That's something I've wanted to pursue. I'm a real mathematics guy. I don't really like no ELA or English or really anything that has to do with me writing. That's something that I just thought was nonsense. So something that I actually like, that I can pursue in a career, I think that's something that would be great for me in the future.
Well said for a ninth grader. Well said. You have two options here. Somebody in communication, somebody don't like English, and somebody really want to do mathematics. That's cool. But the commonality, y'all both love shooting.
Yes.
And it makes the team, and that's great. That's what makes up a great, healthy team like that all kind of different genres coming in. How would you recommend this to younger kids doing something like this, Caroline?
Oh, definitely.
And so parents really need to guide them and get them started.
For sure.
And with just a small game, small things, small guns and all, and just start. I think in the old days we just shot in the backyard at 10 cans or whatever. So any way you can do it. And would you recommend it for?
I would recommend it. Anybody can do it. It's just the hardest thing about it is being able to master it, but anybody can do it. It's something everybody should at least try to see if they'd like it or not.
Yeah. I know that people were talking about going out in the fields on Sunday afternoons with your little machine there and just shooting. That's how a lot. Did y'all start doing that when you were younger, or were you start at shooting range?
I had never tried it before they started the team, so it was something completely new to me.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I loved it.
That's cool. Well, you have this is funny. You have a meet coming up pretty soon, but you also have a prom. So where are you going to go?
I'm gonna go to my senior prom.
I know,
yeah.
we all agree with that. You go to the senior prom, you can shoot at a time. You don't have one senior prom, so you enjoy that.
Thank you.
We all understand that. We'll have a meeting next week, whatever. So you enjoy it. Well, thank you all for coming on. Y'all done a great job.
Thank you for having us.
Well,
thank you,
okay, and the rest of the school year, and good luck the rest of the season, and make sure you make good grades, and don't get behind in that physics class or whatever. Once you start physics, I can't imagine that. But thank you all for coming on. Good luck to y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, we appreciate y'all watching the show. Y'all, as always, do something good for someone else today. Enjoy the outdoors, take care of it, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.